Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Curry Kane. Welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial. Can't sound by my voice, I'm very aggravated. They patched my Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber. Like, why? They banished it. They killed it. It's dead. And when trying to find a new design, I'm not happy about this. But I'm gonna have to revive my old design. And the reason I'm not happy with it is because I wasn't able to make any changes whatsoever, and that really just bugs me. But I mean, it works, and it works well, and it really doesn't need to be changed, but it just bothers me that I can't. Now, today's tutorial, you can see I'm wearing the monkey outfit, the monkey onesie. I don't know if I can get the top of my head, but yeah. But this is a monkey onesie, as requested in my last tutorial. And if you would like to request me to wear one certain mob onesie for the next tutorial, leave it down in the comments. Anyways, let's get straight on to the tutorial. So first, we gotta start off with some materials. You'll need 9 blocks, 1 honey block. Yes, it does have to be honey. You cannot, I repeat, not use slime. 1 soul sand, 1 sticky piston, 1 bucket of water, 1 redstone torch, 1 button, and then your ender pearls. Down here, we have some optional but highly recommended stuff. We have a fence, so then you can sort of aim up your ender pearl and make it easier for you. And then some redstone and redstone repeaters, so then you can have your button, lever, pressure plate, solar panel, solar sensor, daylight sensor, whatever it's called, which I'll get to in a second, farther away than just right on it. And then, yes, as I just said, you may want to use a pressure plate or a daylight sensor or a lever besides the button. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to place your soul sand block wherever you want it. I'm going to place mine right there. Boom, simple, easy. Next, on every single side, you're going to go up 2 blocks like so on the side, so it should be 1 block higher than the soul sand. Then you're going to choose any one of the sides. You're going to get down in the corner and get a sticky piston facing in right there. And you're going to break that block. So then it has an easy access to then touch the soul sand from the sticky part. Boom. Not too difficult yet. And to be honest, it's not going to get difficult anywhere. You can go right up above and on the soul sand, place in your water. And you should get some bubbles effects. Where are they? I'm going to show you. There they are. You should get some bubble effects. Next, go up a block on the side, temporary block. Place honey on top, so it should be right here above the water. And then you can break the block. Next, either go 2 blocks to the left, 2 blocks to the right, but anyways, on the second block, place a block, and then a torch in between the piston and that block should extend it in like so. And then you just place your button on top of this block, and that's your Stasis chamber done. Now let's go on top. You simply just go here, crouch in the corner, face directly down, make sure you're all the way in the corner. I'm spamming the button right now. I'm all the way in the corner. You're all the way facing down. I can't face down anymore. Then you can throw your pearl, and it will stay stasis. Yeah. And then you just go over here, you press a button, and then I should get teleported. Boom, like so. I just got teleported, and I could be miles away. Not really. I'll get into that later in the video. But I can be miles away and get teleported. Now, just throwing it, as I just quickly demonstrated and explained, that's how you throw it. I'm now going to do a really slow breakdown on how to throw it. So I recommend right here, you're going to break down a block and place a fence like so. So it should be going out in 4 directions. If it's not, you need to place 4 blocks on each side. Or I guess you technically don't need these 2 back blocks. You just need this sort of corner. But anyways, you go on top, and as I said before, you crouch all the way back into the corner. Make sure you're not going left a little bit or to the right a little bit. You're all the way in the corner, and then you're looking straight down. As you can see with the fence gate, my crosshair is lined up with all the corners. Almost. Not perfectly, but almost exactly lined up with all the corners. As you can see, it's almost a straight line across. Almost, as I keep saying, it's almost. It doesn't have to be perfect. And a straight line up and down. And then I just simply throw it, and it stays staticized. Also, make sure when you're getting off, you don't accidentally bump the pearl, because then you'll get teleported. So that's another thing you want to be careful. Throw it, and then you get off safely without bumping it. And that's that. And then you can press the button, you get teleported. Now, let's say you're off to the left a little bit, just a tiny bit. As you can see, I just moved the smidge to the left, throw it down. It's not going to work. Instantly teleports you. Now, with the up and down thing, it is a little bit more flexible. As you can see, I can look up a little bit more. As you can see, I can look at that corner. And it's still good, right? Still good. But you can't look up so much where you're like looking right here. It's just going to teleport you. So that's why I just use the skyline. If you just look straight down, you can't go wrong with it. When throwing your pearls, you can also have multiple pearls all on top of each other. As you can see, I just keep throwing these pearls. There's like five of them? There's like 5 of them in there. Now, if you're on mobile and you don't have crosshairs, it's still not that difficult to just go straight back into the corner and look straight down. That's not too hard, but if you really do need the crosshairs and you're really struggling, I believe there's a setting that you have to turn on for the crosshairs on mobile. When I'm going back and editing this, I'll try and find it in my mobile device, so then I can, show you guys how you can do it. Next, if you want to make your button farther away, or you want a daylight sensor, or you want a lever, I don't recommend a lever, but if you want a lever, use a lever. As simple as this. You just have to hook it up somewhere, like a lever, you could just do that, right? Hook it up to this block somehow. With a daylight sensor, you have to go out 1 redstone, and then your daylight sensor. As you can see, it retracts it. You can change it at night, then you get teleported back at night. So I'll just use an example for day. As you see, oh, I wanted to turn back when it's daytime. Oh, it's daytime, turns on, I get teleported. You can also just use a farther away button, like so. That also works, and you see the soul sand retracts back. And then this exact same thing with the pressure plate. Keep in mind, if your redstone dust is more than 15 redstone dust blocks away, it will not reach. So as you see, I place a button, it's not going to reach. This is where you need to add in a repeater somewhere within those 15 blocks of redstone dust. Then the pulse can extend and reach. As you see, it retracts. I'll do an example with the pearl. Throw the pearl, go over here, press the button, I get teleported, like so. Now let's get on to the limits of this thing. So when using a stasis chamber, ender pearls are entities. So if I throw this and it's just floating there like so, that's an entity. As you can see, if I go up to it, I can push it, because it's an entity. So with that comes simulation distance. Now you may think ender pearls are based off of render distance, which is very commonly mistaken. You may think, oh, if I just have 72 chunks, max chunks, oops, I don't want race tracing. If I have max chunks, I'll be able to do that full 72 chunks and be good. That is actually incorrect and not true. If I go into the world edit on the main menu, so as you can see, I have all my worlds. On the main menu, if I go in here, it's based off simulation distance right here. So right now it's on 4 chunks, so that means I can only go 4 chunks away before I can no longer use the stasis chamber. But if I change it up to 12 chunks, that means I can go 12 chunks away with still being able to use my stasis chamber. Now, since I'm on PC, I do have that higher simulation distance. I believe if you're on console, you can only get 8 chunks, and if you're on mobile, you can get 4 to 8, depending on how good your phone is. And as you see, I got my second account on here, and I just threw my pearl. Now, contrary to popular belief of what would happen, right, is people would think, alright, if someone or something is rendering the chunks of my ender pearl, I'll be all good, I'll be all set, and I can go as far as possible. That's actually wrong. You need to be in the simulation distance for your pearl to be rendered. So as you can see, if I TP or if I just zoom far away, eventually once I'm out of that simulation distance, which mine is on 4 chunks, which, that actually doesn't make much sense. But once I'm far enough away, the ender pearl will just disappear into the ground, going into the endless void of nothingness. And see right there, it just disappeared. So you do sadly have to be in the chunks now if you want to do this, but it's still something really cool. So let me just throw my pearl again and go decently far away, so at least far enough so it doesn't despawn. Here should be good. Yeah, that's okay amount. Then I click the button. I'm not close enough. Hold on. Click. There we go. Click the button. Ender pearl pops. Hey, what's up, Steve? It can work like that, but you just have to be in the render distance, simulation distance of your pearl, unless it despawns, and then it'll despawn. It's kind of dumb, kind of stupid. I hate how they changed that, but it's the way it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's tutorial. If you did enjoy it, make sure to smash like, subscribe, new, as always, post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.